everybody, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Paul.
And welcome to Smash Chat episode 11, which is crazy.
Yeah.
We did one of these somewhat recently.
Yeah.
But,
But hey,
we need to get
the Wii U one is coming out and we still got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there is a lot to talk about. So, what we're talking about today is just kind of a recent dump of info about the new Smash, which is coming out November 21st. That's the first thing.
Which is absolutely amazing that they're releasing it somewhat early.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. I'm glad that they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Glad that they're not waiting. Because I think that's the dumbest idea ever. To, wait.
No, I think it's really good because it's basically, like a week before Black Friday or earlier than that, isn't it?
Is that Black
21st?
Friday?
Or maybe.
Oh,
no. It's a week before.
It's a week before
Black Friday, yeah.
Yeah, Black Friday. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
They definitely wanted to get it out before Black Friday, which makes sense because if you miss Black Friday, that's what most people are going to be buying, are probably if they're coming out with a Smash 4 Wii U bundle. I'm guessing they are.
They had better. Oh my gosh. I don't know. They have the controller adapter game bundle.
Right.
They haven't shown a whole Wii U thing, but they gotta have that.
I would assume
they would sell so much on it.
I have a feeling they would.
Yeah.
Because most people are waiting for Smash.
Absolutely.
And now's a good time to buy a Wii U because there's a backlog of games to play too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And what is it? Hyrule Warriors just came out, along with already a new DLC mission with a bunch of characters is coming out. Apparently, did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Which I don't know, it looks pretty intense. But as we can see, Nintendo is jumping hard on the DLC bandwagon with all this, and we can definitely say for sure that Smash Bros is going to be a part of that.
Yeah, and in fact, that's one of the things we wanted to talk about today.
So do you want to get into that?
Let's start with that. Okay.
So I guess this is kind of a back shout out to Easy Mode Let's Play. Who gave us this information a while ago. We published an article on it, but I guess we'll review it a little more, where basically it's a huge rumor going around. It was a posting on NeoGAF, I believe, that stated 5 DLC characters.
Yeah.
Which included Dixie Kong, Ridley, Chorusman, Mewtwo, and Impa. And it seemed like a pretty detailed post. It had, I believe, specifically an entire moveset for Ridley already, kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting thing to think about, but I don't know. As time has gone on, one thing that has kind of pushed me back from that, fully investing in those DLC rumors is that I got a Dixie Kong trophy in the 3DS version.
Yeah, then probably not. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, that's what's weird about that. Yeah, because if you have a trophy, they're never a character. Because there's not trophies of characters, of playable characters, right?
No, there hasn't been a trophy of Ridley yet. At least I haven't seen one.
Okay.
Yeah, may have to double check that, but
yeah. So that is a very good point.
Yeah.
Whenever we see, because people are saying stuff like Lucas is coming back on DLC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, because there's a trophy of him too.
Oh yeah, right. And Wolf. There's a trophy of Wolf.
Yeah. So I'm kind of I don't know. And judging from what happened in Brawl, I mean, that's just a good indicator. With DLC, that does make things a little different. Yeah,
it's just rumors are flying all over the place now.
I don't know. I mean, the more you think about it, the more it's but even if they had trophies, if they were doing DLC, they could just release them later.
I mean,
which is true.
It's kind of an undefined rule.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, definitely.
I mean, there's never been, a law about them, not having, trophies or anything. But it's never happened. But problem is we've never had DLC before.
Never had DLC.
You know?
Yep.
And, honestly, I don't think any of those 5 characters are too out of the realm of possibility.
No. No, Dixie Kong is. I would not be surprised if she was a DLC character.
I think Dixie Kong, Mewtwo, and Impa are all kind of in the same realm of they've been strong, lingering characters throughout their series.
Yeah.
And they've all just had some recent spotlight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Dixie Kong in the Tropical Freeze, Mewtwo in Pokemon X and Y,
right.
and Impa in Hyrule Warriors.
Yep.
You know? I think it would be a great step for just, like, covering those mid-range characters.
Yeah, no, totally.
And of course, Ridley is always a fan favorite and has been in the series forever, kind of thing.
Yep.
And everyone's been wanting him, so everyone's hoping their minds out to see
Yeah.
him. I think, I don't know, I think Horseman is still a stupid choice, but rumors about him have been going on for like the longest time. And it's another new series, and they've been trying to represent a lot of new series in this iteration.
True. That's definitely true.
Yeah, so I don't know. And at this point, like after seeing how each character in Smash 3DS has developed, I think saying that you couldn't come up with a moveset is no longer viable because they have pulled out some crazy crap with.
Yeah.
Like Pac-Man, Duck Hunt Dog.
Yep.
It's all nuts. So it's like
you can come up with anything.
They've basically shown that like they can do whatever the heck they want.
Pac-Man has a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly.
I was like
I'd assume a Pac-Man thing, but I've never seen a fire hydrant in Pac-Man.
I haven't followed the other Pac-Man games beyond just Pac-Man,
yeah.
so I don't really know.
Right, exactly.
I don't really know.
I bet there's something, you know.
I'm sure there is. It just it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And Duck Hunt Dog, I mean, it's not just his game either. There's a bunch of old NES games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the people that shoot it.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it just. They can do it.
Yeah.
They can 100% do
it. That's not an excuse for putting in a character or not anymore, you know. So, yeah, we'll have to see.
So some of the other things that in this recent info dump, this is one that I actually kind of am really curious about, actually. Actually,
do you want to talk about the hands or the article?
Well, I mean, reading off the article, it says the 3DS can be used as a controller. I'm not surprised by that. I had already heard that as a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a thing.
Makes sense. I don't think anyone would really want to.
I was just going to say, like, why would you want to? I guess if somebody had their 3DS and it's like, oh, let's play Smash Wii U. Oh, we don't have another controller. Let me just whip out my 3DS.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it.
Right. And they've been talking about transferable custom fighters and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm going to enjoy that.
But yeah, the most interesting thing in my opinion is the Master Hand and Crazy Hand thing.
Right, exactly. So what is it?
They posted an article officially, right? Yeah. It's on the official Facebook page.
Just Sakurai showing this solo mode of something.
Yeah, so it says Games and More. It's under Games and More. Solo, and then it's blurred out. But it has Master Hand and Crazy Hand.
In two different modes. And what people are saying is that it's basically like a classic mode, but you get to play Master Hand and Crazy Hand.
That's the best thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, that would be so awesome. Once again, like, pulling out stops for just random content that you can throw in.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think that is what's going on here because they're, like, grabbing for money.
Mm-hmm.
In this picture.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just thinking, like, okay, maybe it's like you collect as many coins as possible.
I hope it's a full blown like.
I wonder if it's
fighting people,
right?
You know?
I wonder if it's coin matches.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I don't know.
That'd
we'll
be
have to
really
see.
Yeah.
I think this is really funny though.
Yeah.
Because it's just like
it's like what is it? Oh. Like fighting as Galactus in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Exactly.
It's like, this isn't fair at all, but I'm having fun. Let's murder everyone.
Press X to punch. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much what this is going to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's amazing because there was that melee glitch just discovered a few years ago
where you can play as
Master Hand.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of funny that like maybe that was something they wanted to do for a while. They just never got a chance.
Yeah, like a callback to that.
Yeah, maybe Sakurai was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. We had that working in Melee. Maybe we'll do it this time." Like that's pretty awesome if it is. So this is pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Like we don't know what the blurred out words are here.
Right.
I'm guessing it's not just hand.
That'd be dumb.
Just Master Hand or Crazy Hand, and then they blurred out.
The secret word is hand.
Yeah, like but yeah. Hopefully, we get to know a little bit more about that.
Yeah,
kind of interesting.
Now my imagination is running wild. It's just like with these new modes and stuff. Is like, is one of the DLC characters gonna be Master Hand? They're allowing playability of him in this mode. It's like no, there's no way.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I kind of think that though that they are like this is cool, and I don't know if this is true at all. But it just seems like they were like, let's get rid of Subspace Emissary.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else do we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're trying to just like fill in the gaps.
Yeah,
with everything.
which is fine.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, that story mode was so good that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that adventure mode, and also just the fact that like there really wasn't any dialogue between any of the characters. It's like this is kind of perfect for Nintendo Heroes.
And I think his reason, honestly, is very stupid. His reasoning for getting rid of it. Well, people took it and put it on YouTube. Dude, it's not a real story.
They're gonna take everything from this game and put it on YouTube.
Come on.
Have you seen YouTube ever?
Yeah.
Mr. Sakurai?
God.
That is a dumb reason.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't want to do it now. And I'm like, I don't think that's the real reason.
Cry me a river. Yeah, I don't know. I can kind of see other reasons behind it because it did have a lot of like mixed reception. Like, I mean, the storytelling and stuff was pretty cool, but it definitely had this weakness of a lot of repetitiveness, kind of.
Scrolling
definitely adventure of it.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Like, I was okay with it until the very end of it, where it was just like that gigantic maze of everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's where you had to go get Jigglypuff Wolf and who else?
Well, those were the only characters that weren't part of the main adventure.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying.
You had to like go back in certain worlds and find a door with them.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, no, that was not part of the maze.
And I guess it also makes sense just because they've been definitely trying to minimize the solo efforts of unlocking characters. Which, I mean, that adventure mode was a cool method, but in this, they've just made it so, like, play 10 times and you'll get a character every time.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So. Which I get, because things have definitely changed. People want to get the game and then play it with friends.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
The case has always been Super Smash Bros. Has been about the first mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they're really starting to look at that, you know?
Yeah. Alright, well, what else do we have to...
We can just talk about the announcement of an announcement.
Yeah, so in a classic modern game industry move, Sakurai and Nintendo went, hey, we're going to have an announcement of an announcement. So it was an announcement of an announcement of an announcement.
Yeah.
Which is fucking stupid. But okay.
But it gets people's attention.
I guess.
The weird thing is they haven't put a date on it or anything.
Yeah, they just said like, it'll probably be. Or I guess they didn't even say it would be a Nintendo Direct.
People are just assuming.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to bring out, what is it, the potential of Smash Brothers.
The full potential.
Full potential.
Which, I don't know. I think that statement is kind of enticing.
That statement to me, the first thing I think of is more players.
You think so?
That's the first thing I think of. So that's what I'm thinking. Is he was like bringing it to its full potential. I'm like, that means 8 players. Because with the announcement that you can use the 3DS as the controller, comes along with that. Not like anybody's surprised, but he comes out and says the 3DS can be used as a controller. And we're going to have an announcement of announcement.
You're 8 players?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh, that would be insane. Yeah. Holy moly.
That's really what I'm thinking.
Oh, that would be rough.
And then teams would be like 4-on-4. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then you would use... Maybe there would be bigger stages, I'm not sure. But people could use the 3DS, and you could do 8-player matches.
Oh my goodness, that would be freaking nuts. I didn't even think about that. Holy, that would be so messy, don't you think?
Oh yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know how well that would work. But for some reason, when he said that, I was like, that just feels like he's saying there's going to be more players.
Interesting. The thing I thought about was the DLC, and then like the slight chance that there's like different execution between the 2 games. But
yeah, definitely. And I'm really, that's probably the more probable thing.
You think so?
But yeah, I think it is. I think that he's probably full potential means he's talking about DLC and just digital content in general.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense. Mm-hmm. But for some reason I was just like, it just sounds suspiciously like he's talking about more players.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely the way he's wording this, it's like a massive tease towards us, and like to get us thinking on all kinds of things. Where it's probably something somewhat straightforward, you know.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Because I know it's Sakurai, it's not going to be like an execution improvement kind of thing.
Very true.
The competitor in me will never stop hoping, Andrew.
Yeah, I know.
But you know what? We have a month and a half to wait. No, more like a month actually.
More like a month, yeah. It's really only a month away, which is crazy because if you would have told me that was actually going to happen, I would have told you were crazy. I legitimately thought this was getting pushed back.
Oh, absolutely. But, I didn't think it would come out till like January or something.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like actually on track to come out. I just hope that he doesn't rush this Wii U version. Judging from the 3DS version, though, it doesn't feel like it was rushed.
No, it's pretty solid, and I mean, I guess a quick word from a competitor's standpoint. The more and more I play this game, of course the engine doesn't have as much potential as Smash, but what they had to work Melee, yeah. This isn't a Smash game.
Yeah. This
Smash
funny.
game is not a Smash game.
That's basically what you just said. It was really entertaining.
It has HP. It's just not.
Yeah.
Okay, getting off topic, but the more and more I play this, the engine they had to work with, they made a lot of really smart choices in just how to play the game and the fighting style and everything. It's like we talked a lot about the grabbing, and then I've seen some stuff with like the choices are a lot tighter between like up slam moves and down slam moves. Like it's a lot harder to hit someone on the ground with an up slam move kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's making you think about your choices more kind of thing. And like I don't know, everything I've seen so far makes it a much more balanced, interesting game of its own kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to dive into the Wii U version.
Oh, me
Honestly,
too.
the 3DS version hurts my hand.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I'm not going to be playing much of that, I don't think. But, you know, that and the fact that I don't have 3DS, but
that's secondary.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still really excited to get into the Wii U version. Especially if, like, Master Hand and Crazy Hand are real, and I'm kind of sad that Smash Run isn't on Wii U. Because I actually think Smash Run's kind of cool.
I don't care about it, honestly.
Okay. I just think it's kind of fun, you know, it's unfortunate.
It is an interesting new little game they came up with kind of thing. Yeah. But I don't know. I hope Sakurai just pulls something out of the bag that none of us expects. You
Me
know?
too.
That's all I
Me
want.
too. He's like, look at all these characters. They're coming out in DLC in the next year. I'd be like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like Dixie Kong and all these other characters.
Right.
If that
absolutely.
happened, like if he did that, or the 8-player thing,
oh,
if he
my
did that,
gosh,
I'd be like, that's really cool.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'd be excited about that. That'd be cool.
And like I don't know, with all these DLC rumors, if they are and if they aren't, I think either way it would be a winning bet, because if they are, it's a lot of good characters coming.
No,
in.
it really is.
And if they're not, it's like, holy crap, you actually managed to keep something from all the leakers.
Yeah,
which would be absolutely incredible.
Which would be amazing.
You know another rumor I've been hearing?
What?
Well, mainly from Atticus, but like the skeleton or the way Zero Suit Samus fights is something very, very similar to Bayonetta kind of thing. It's like, well, I can actually totally see that.
God, that'd be hilarious. Would they have to bump up the rating?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. We already have like almost bikini Samus and underwear.
That's true.
Shorts,
No, that's
so
a really good point. Yeah.
I think sexy outfit alone will be okay.
Yeah.
And she's all Nintendo now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she really is.
That it would be really
And it's
interesting.
still an M-rated game, right? The second one?
I don't know. Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. Apparently it's really good.
She's pretty
I wanna play
sexy.
that too.
And yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a very it's very real time kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like
similar
it's like
to
a
like
good
Devil
action
May
game.
Cry.
Yeah, it's a
kind
really
of
good
thing.
action game.
Yeah, I've
from
been
what I've heard.
really looking forward to seeing that. And what is it? The Wii U 2 one is going to come out with the original Bayonetta on it, right?
Yeah, I think you get the original Bayonetta with it.
Dude, I'm so down for that.
I'm like, that's awesome. That's such a good way of doing that, honestly.
Oh my gosh, this holiday season is just going to be nuts because I got to get the Wii U,
Mhm.
and then Pokemon's coming out the
Yeah.
same day.
I know.
Is that, and then like there's Hyrule Warriors and Bayonetta.
Yeah.
This is what Wii U should have been a year ago.
Yeah,
You know?
for real.
They're opening the floodgates now, which I mean, good for them. They're gonna get a nice wad of cash.
I really
this
think
holiday
they are.
season,
I think
so-
that's gonna skyrocket.
Kudos, Nintendo.
Yeah,
Kudos.
you're doing a good job bringing us all back. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do that though.
Yeah.
And then we go away for a very long time.
But I mean, what is it with Bayonetta and Xenoblade? They're getting newer.
It's true. They're
Newer
getting newer
home
IP,
titles
which
kind of thing.
I think is a good thing.
Yeah, they're definitely broadening their horizons.
Yeah.
Where it's not just straight up cartoon characters. You got kind of a more RPG-ish kind of thing, and then Bayonetta, holy moly.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
not Nintendo-y at all,
Yeah.
but I mean, I can definitely see it, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, I don't think the timing is off at all because they've owned her for a little while now.
Yeah, they really have.
And like, even with Greninja, they took him when he was just a concept.
That's
You know?
true. And then they started to put him in Smash.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Absolutely.
cool.
So,
They could do it.
Sakurai.
Oh man.
Always giving us surprises.
Yep.
We'll just have to see what the heck's going on, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just hope for surprises. That's all I want.
Yeah, seriously. All right. Well, you guys should tell us what surprises you want, and if you agree with us on the DLC or what the surprise is going to be.
Yeah.
If you think I'm crazy because I said 8 players.
What do you think the surprise is
I
going to
just
be?
think
Yeah.
that would be very cool.
That
So,
would be amazing, but scary, and that's
Yeah.
tournament war mode.
Oh god, dude! Assemble a team of 4.
Dude, that's gonna be the new crew battle. Screw
I
this
love
taking
this idea.
turns. Like, we're just gonna go at it all at once, kind of thing.
That'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh. Scary.
All right, so tell us what you think. You can find us at Twitter at Fanvoice Podcast,
YouTube.com/thefanvoicepodcast.
Facebook.com/The Fanvoice Podcast,
Our email, fan@thefanvoice.com.
and of course our website, thefanvoice.com. You can find news, reviews, and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Oh, and I want to mention something really quickly.
Sure.
I have another project going on at thenerdassembly.com. We just did our first podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so go check it out. It's on thenerdassembly.com. You just click on podcasts in the top of the menu. And you'll find our first podcast, and our second one should be going up this same week.
What's your first podcast about?
Our first podcast is about what set us down the nerdy path.
Ooh, yeah. I love it. That's an awesome concept.
Yeah. So basically, first things that really we were really nerdy about.
Oh wow, that's such a great topic,
yeah.
You know.
And our second one is about sequelitis and games that have disappointed us.
Ooh.
So yeah, we talk a lot about Assassin's Creed. One of our members, Tom, talks a lot about Mass Effect 3. So, and I talk about Super Smash Bros. Brawl in that. So anyway, yeah, check that out when it comes out, and check out the first one. It's on thenerdassembly.com.
Check it out, guys.
All right, so we will see you guys next time. Tell us what you think.
Yep.
In the comments and elsewhere.
All that good stuff. See you later.
All right, bye guys.